George here, and welcome back to the channel. It has been a while since I've been on video, and the reason for that is I've had some health issues that I've been dealing with. I want to thank everyone for your prayers, for your messages, your comments. I really appreciate it. It's been very, very helpful. I'm on the mend. Little ways to go here before I can say I'm out of the woods on things, but doing really, really well. I want to get to the subject of today's video, and that is this new project right here, which is a tank that I received from JBJ Aquariums. Now, I want to go into detail a little bit about this because there's some information that you guys need to know that's going to be helpful for you if you're to make a purchase of this kind of tank. Number one, they're great tanks. I've had them for a long time. I think I have 3 or 4 of them, maybe even 5. I'm not sure. I think one of the smaller ones I have is a 45 gallon, so I think I might have 5 of them. But they sent me this recently along with a stand and some other products, and I just absolutely love the quality of their stuff. Now, I'm not doing a promotional video. What I am doing is I'm making a video that basically is going to explain an older video that I made about this particular tank and some things that I had some problems with, which JBJ has taken care of. They've done a really good job of working with me, and I told them that I would go ahead and make a new video. So I want you to see basically what we've got going on here. Now, I got a project going here. I don't typically get on camera and just start doing scaping and things like that. I'm just not into that. There's a lot of that goes on. I'd rather explain some things to you and let you kind of go from there. This is kind of a departure from previous tank setups that I've had, and I want to explain why. Number one, I'm really into the island style tanks, as you can see from a lot of my videos. But in this particular situation, what I'm doing is I'm making kind of a bridge sort of style here, and I'm using rule of thirds, golden ratio, basically, where we have upward movement on this end here, lower down here. It doesn't look like it's going up that high up here because it's not. I didn't want to build it up so much with rock here that it would look weird, and there was only so much down here that I could do to kind of minimize this. I don't want a lot of stuff in this particular scape. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put Altum Angels in here, which I've got coming here in a few weeks. So I want a lot of room. I don't want a lot of clutter in here. I want a lot of space for movement of those fish, and also some dither fish such as some plecos, some corridors. Don't know what kind yet exactly that I'm thinking about putting in there. If you have any ideas on that go with Altum Angels, that's what I'm putting in here. If you have any ideas of what pleco really goes best with Altums, leave it in the comments section, and that would be very helpful for me. So what is going to be going on with this is, like I said, it's for Altum Angels. There's going to be some plants in here, but I'm going to use a lot of Anubias, probably some Java fern, and as you can see, there are a lot of little cracks in this piece of wood, which is really cool. It's one of the reasons why I like this piece of wood so much. And I'm going to weave in there, as much as I can, some mosses that I think are going to do really well over time. Mosses take a little time to establish, but I think after a short period of time, maybe 2-3 months, I think they'll get really well established. I don't think that I'm going to have to tie them on because of the uniqueness of this piece of wood. I'm going to be able to tuck them in down there and put a little bit of super glue in just to keep them in place until they establish themselves. So I think that's going to look rather cool. It's going to be very minimalist, like I said, as far as the design of this tank. And I'll get out of the way here so you can see both sides. Now, it's not evenly in the middle, and I'll tell you why. On this side here, on this piece of granite, there is a hole up in the far end over here that you can't see, and that's where all the cords and stuff go down. And I also want to put a small awase over here that gives it that extra filtration. So that's why there's a little bit of difference. It's not much, it's maybe about 2 inches difference, so it's not completely centered, but I don't think that's going to bother me. It's not going to bother most people that are looking at it. They're probably not even going to notice it. It's more of a weird thing with me. I'm a perfectionist, and it's probably going to bother me more than anybody. But the bottom line is, the idea here is to make this simplistic. I'm using just natural white sand. Now this sand, I've never used it before. It's not white sand. It's sort of an off-white kind of, I don't know, biscuit color, almond color, something like that. But I really like it because when it gets wet, it just doesn't darken up that much. It's really just a really nice look, I think. And I put a small amount in here. I don't want a lot of sand in the bottom of this. I don't need it. The filtration that I'm going to have in the back here is going to be plenty for the fish to get everything they need as far as beneficial bacteria and those kinds of things. And again, like I said, I'm putting an extra canister on here. This is a small one. I'm not putting a large one, but one that'll just give it that little bit of extra boost to clear up the water a little bit more. And for the first time in a long time, I am going to be using some carbon in here. I haven't used carbon in quite a few of my tanks. I don't use them mostly in my discus tanks, simply because it's a pain in the butt to medicate fish and try to dig carbon out of a all-in-one or canister filter or whatever you might have. So I'm not going to be worrying about that so much with these, because as I go through the quarantine process and put these guys in, it's going to be a month or so before this is finished. Looks just fine to me the way it is for now. I can live with it, and we're going to go really slow on this one, because this is a one that I can cycle automatically, because I have so many different tanks that are very healthy, that have been set up for 5, 6, 7 years. And I could just take some of the sponges from those and replace them in some of my older tanks, put them in here, and get an automatic cycle and just let it sit for a couple of weeks and be able to add fish right away. But I think we're going to take a little longer on this, because I just don't want to rush things, so to speak. And so basically what's going to happen with this is I'm going to take my time on it. The Altum Angels are going to be absolutely beautiful. I've got them on order. It does take a while to get them. Right now, it's hard to get things out of South America because of all the political stuff that's going on. But I do have a guy that can get them for me, and it takes a few weeks to get them. I'll get them in quarantine, and then we'll get this tank going here. But probably in the next few days here, I'm going to get things set up as far as filtration and everything necessary to get the tank in a situation where it can start to really cycle really well. And like I said, I'm going to seed it with some of my older sponges that I have that have a lot of beneficial bacteria in them. I have to, like, every 2-3 weeks, I have to get in there and squeeze those sponges and get some of the bacteria out of there, because it just builds up so heavily that it impedes the water flow. So I think that's going to be really helpful. It's going to make it so that this tank is you know, again, really healthy. It's going to have not the stuff that comes out of the store in a bottle and that kind of thing. I will add some stability to it and do those kinds of things just because I think that's a smart thing to do to keep things balanced. We're going to monitor it, make sure all the water parameters are correct. I keep these tanks typically, because I have discus, between 84 and 86 degrees. I'm going to do a little more research on Altums. There's a little varying opinion on what's the best temperature to keep Altums at, but I've got some great digital heaters that are going to be very helpful for that. I like this design, I really do. It's simple, there's not a lot of rock in here, it's not overdone, so to speak. And I don't think I'm going to do anything more other than, like I said, add some plants to it, some anubias here and there, you know, clumps of it around the bases. That is literally glued down over there to the rocks. So that is in place. I've pulled on it and that's not going anywhere. And this one over here, I stacked the rocks so high because it had an open space, and that's actually went over the lip of where the wood is, so this end isn't going anywhere either. So I think we're in good shape on that, and I'm going to start, like I said, putting the plants in and doing some of that kind of stuff, and we're going to be on our way. Hey, thanks again for joining me. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've been on here. I've been putting a lot of shorts on. My son and some of the people that I work with have been doing a great job of doing that, but I wanted to get on here today and try to get back in the swing of things a little bit here, and you know, kind of let you know that I'm doing okay, and I'm getting back into doing some scaping and putting up some new tanks, and things are really going pretty well for me. I'm getting back on my feet. You know, there's some scary things that happen in life as you get older. I'm 67. I know I don't look it, but I am 67, and so it's important to me to take care of myself, and things start to happen to you at 67. You don't, you know, you get up in the morning and you're not feeling as good as you were when you were 40, 50, 55, whatever. And so anyway, things start to happen, and I had a couple of unfortunate things happen with me, but I don't need to get into all of that with you guys. But I just want to let you know I do appreciate it. I asked for your prayers and to think about me there for I think 2 or 3 videos ago, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I'm gonna end it there. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna kind of let you see little by little as this project develops. I may put some shorts out on you know, just letting you see things as they develop, or I may make a whole new video showing you how I'm going to place plants and that kind of thing. That might be interesting more than the actual rock formations and all that stuff. So anyways, again, thank you for joining me. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, have a great one. Take care.